Hi friends, this is Sri Ramulu. So today's topic is neutrino hypothesis of beta particles. It is beta particles. Okay, neutrino hypothesis of beta particles. Okay, friends, neutrino hypothesis was explained by the Pauli. So first person who explained about the neutrinos is Pauli. Now, in the process of beta decay, a neutral particle which has negligible mass as compared to the electron charge 0 spin half is emitted along with the beta particles. Okay, so it is a nucleus. So when the in the nucleus beta particle is coming outside, so not only beta particle comes along with one more particle comes, and that particle has mass very less comparing to electron. So actually electron mass is less, again its mass is very much less, and no charge. The particle which is emitting along with the beta particle that doesn't has any uh, charge. Charge is zero, but it has spin. So that means it has spin. So its spin can be written as h cut by 2 pi, h cut by 2, half spin. Okay, spin half, that means h cut by 2 emitted along with the beta particle. So it comes along with the beta particles. This particle carries a part of available energy and a momentum, and it's and is called neutrino. Okay, so this particle carries means it brings a part of available energy. So how much energy is there? So from that energy it takes some energy and come outside, and remaining energy will be taken by the beta particles. Okay, and it has a momentum. So it also has momentum, and this particle is called neutrino. Neutrino travels with the velocity of light. So its speed, see the neutrino how much has velocity. Its velocity is equal to the velocity of the light, that is at 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And it reassemble with photon, means it mix with photon. We know that an atomic nucleus contains positively charged protons and uncharged neutrons. Yes. So nucleus contains the nucleons. Nucleons means protons and neutrons. So protons are positively charged, neutrons are uncharged, means no charge. During beta decay, beta particles means electrons. Just now I said you in the previous class, I said you beta particles are electrons. Okay, during beta decay beta particles are electrons are created just at the time of emission by the conversion of a neutron into proton. Okay, see here. So actually beta particle cannot exist inside, it is not a pre-existing particle. So it is formed at the time of conversion only. So what conversion? When neutron convert into proton, then only at the time it forms. Okay, when a neutron is converted into proton, electron neutrino are emitted. So electron emits and a neutrino also emitted. The beta particle can be represented by the following equation. See here the equation. So it is a neutron having the charge. It indicates charge and it indicates mass. It has mass, so its mass is 1 unit. Okay, it converted into proton. So having the charge positive and mass is 1, and it emits a -1 e0, means it is called beta particle, and it is a neutrino. Okay, so see beta particle is shown with e minus 0. So its mass is 0 and charge is negative, right? Here suppose if it is an element in this equation, in this equation, if it is an element, this side it is denoted by mass and this side denoted by protons or charges. And let me check the charge. See, let me check the mass first. Mass of neutron is here 1, and a mass of the proton is 1. So left side is 1 and right side is also 1, and its mass is 0. Here its mass nothing, means 0. Next charge. Here the charge is 0, so that is why 0 is written, and here charge is +1, and here charge is -1, and here charge nothing shown means 0. Plus 1 minus 1 becomes 0. So that is why 0 is equals to 0. So that means mass and charges before conversion and after conversion is same. So that means we can say this equation obey law of conservation of mass and law of conservation of charge, means mass neither be created nor be destroyed. Here also charge neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay, see here. So both mass and charge are conserved, means they are constant. Conserved means constant before and after. Before how much present, after the same presenting, so that is why it is conserved. The neutrino theory successfully explains the continuous energy spectrum of beta. So in the beta decay, beta spectrum, we observed the continuous spectrum like this. Why it is continuous spectrum? So by using this theory, neutrino theory, we can explain why it has a continuous spectrum. Next, in beta decay, the proton remains in the nucleus while the both beta decay, uh, both beta particle here, beta particle and a neutrino come outside. Okay, so when proton is converted into neutron, so, sorry, a neutron converted into proton, proton present inside the nucleus only, it cannot emit, but what can come, beta particle comes and neutrino comes. Okay, so here what you have tried, particle only, not decay. The both particle is constant and equal to the end point energy. So here both particle having the energy, constant energy, and equal to the end point energy in a beta ray spectrum. Here beta particle has a constant energy. Okay, beta, not only beta particle, even they are emitting, the energy of both particles are same. So no, neither change, right? So their value is constant, same value. The energy shared between beta particle and neutrino will take place. Okay, so energy is shared between beta particle and neutrino. Energy will be shared between these two particles. When neutrino gets no energy, beta particles are emitted with a maximum energy, that is the end point energy. So then how much energy it has, beta particle? So this much of energy it has. Okay, when the neutrino having the energy 0. The energy carried out by the neutrino is not fixed. So neutrino energy, it is not fixed, it varies, its energy changes. So when beta particle is emitting at the beginning, neutrino has a maximum energy, so that is why beta particle has a minimum energy. So their sum is must be constant, must be same. And while the decay is continuously going on, then what happens, neutrino slowly energy loses and are given to the beta particle. So that means they share the energy, okay, given to the beta particles, and beta particle energy gradually increases and neutrino energy continuously decreases. Then later at the end of the things, beta particles release with the maximum energy. That maximum energy is called end point energy. It varies continuously, leaving it varies continuously, leaving thereby a continuous varying energy of beta particles. So the spectrum is continuous. So that is why here, see here, the energy of the beta particle is changes continuously. So their energy changes continuously. So that is why they are forming a continuous spectrum. So this is the spectrum of beta particle, and these are the line spectra. These are the found by the secondary electrons, and this continuous spectrum found by the beta particle. Beta particle is also called as, it is also called as primary electrons. Okay friends, so this is the about the neutrino hypothesis. Okay friends, don't forget watching this video till the end.